sorry. I had that experience, and it was fantastic. You can leave things wherever you want. You can cook whatever you like and know that you'll be the only one eating it. You can even exercise in your underwear. I had that experience. I lived in an apartment in downtown Milwaukee near Lake Michigan. It was my first taste of city living. It was a great setup. I could walk down to the beach or to all the festivals in the summertime or even to the grocery store. So I lived a little bit of a sheltered life. I was able to travel outside the country, but I didn't really get to visit any of my neighboring states even. That is until I met my boyfriend. I met him in downtown Milwaukee, but he was from Chicago. Chicago, where all the people are rude and drive like maniacs. Chicago, the concrete jungle, the big city. At first when I met him, I thought, this isn't going anywhere, there's no chance. But he was a charmer and went on a few dates. So I decided to come down to Chicago to see what all the fuss was about. Why were people coming here? Why did they think the city was such a great place? So I get on the train. It's my first time on the Amtrak, and I'm in the station, and I'm freaking out. I call my boyfriend and I ask, what happens if I get on the wrong train? What if I miss my train? What's going to happen? He simply said, just follow the crowd. And sure enough, there was a line of people that formed, and I soon joined them. I looked around to make sure, are people also trying to figure out this is going to Chicago or not? And sure enough, there's people whispering, is this to Chicago? Are we going to Chicago? And I was desperate to see any type of nod yes or assurance, and we were going to Chicago. It was good. After we got on the train and went a few stops, we start to see the city. Tall skyscrapers, hundreds of buildings. There was one part just before the train enters the station where you can see this beautiful, gorgeous view of the city. Skyscrapers lighting up the sky and reflecting off the water, all of the beautiful lights at night, with only the bridges in between. You would never think a city could be so picturesque. After I got off the train, I met up with my boyfriend and he took me to his apartment. He lived in a one-bedroom just off of Lake Michigan as well, and even near Millennium Park. It was the same setup that I had. So after a year and a half of this long-distance relationship, we decided there needed to be a change. So luckily, I found a job at a hospital. A month later, I moved down here. And it was a big change, I'm not gonna lie. I go from my big, spacious, one-bedroom apartment in downtown Milwaukee all by myself to sharing a one-bedroom apartment in downtown Chicago with not only myself and my boyfriend, but his old college roommate. Needless to say, it was cramped. Fortunately for us, it was only for a short while before we found another apartment in the South Loop. Though we lost the lake, it was a two-bedroom, so we had plenty of space. This was a great place for all of us to live. We had hosted parties, we had friends come in from out of town, and it was a place where I could explore the city on my own. And I would suggest to anyone that has lived in Chicago, even for a long time, try to see the city through a tourist's eyes. I went to the Sky Deck, I went to the John Hancock Signature Building, I went on an architecture boat tour ride, on the Ferris wheel at Navy Pier, museums. It was fantastic. I fell in love with the city. Chicago is everything. There's restaurants, museums, shopping, and the river. Heck, you can even look out at the lake if you need a little escape from the city. Now, to most people, I was not a Chicagoan. And it's true, I was only here for a year. But I felt like I belonged. I felt like this was my home. So, needless to say, luckily our roommate moved, and my boyfriend and I found a new place to live in the Loop. We unfortunately procrastinated and underestimated the demand of finding an apartment in Chicago in July. So it was a bit of an adjustment to our new place. The biggest one being there was no restaurant, or in the Loop, everything closes at 6. No restaurants are open, there's no grocery store, so we really had to start planning ahead for our dinners. We didn't appreciate our apartment at first until we got our dog, Zuka. We got her last July and fostered her, and it kind of turned into an adoption over time. We were fortunate that our building is not strict on dogs because she's a pit bull mix. And we are fortunately right next to a dog park. It's not even a block away, so we take her there every time we go for a walk. It gives her a chance to play with other dogs and run around and get her energy out that just letting her out on the leash can't. So with our newfound appreciation of the city, I know I couldn't, or our new appreciation of our apartment, I knew I can't live anywhere else without Zuka. So though moving can be hard and it can be a bit of an adjustment period, it gives you an opportunity to explore an entire new city or a new part of town. It's where you find your family. And that's where Chicago is for me now. It's my new home.